everybody, Freddy Plush Show here, back with another video. Today we will be uploading, or not uploading either, reviewing my two new customs that I made last night. Clown Springtrap. I think this is pretty good. And yeah, I think it's pretty neat, pretty awesome. I love the hair, the face. I was gonna go for a real puffy, like, puffball for a clown nose, but it looked too real and too scary. And this is supposed to be my room, so no. I think this turned out pretty good. Did the flower, did the suit design, the black thing around him. I think it turned out pretty good. Also the eyes. And we also made Music Man, or Little Music Man, or just Music Man from Five Nights at Freddy's 6. Pizza Simulator. Pretty sure that's what the game he's from. So we have one character added to the Posh Pizzeria roster, besides it just being El Chip. I will be making Funtime Chica soon, because I have a lot of white felt left over, which I didn't think I had this much white felt left over, guys, but honestly, I think I can make Funtime Chica too. But that is just a what if. Also, I will be clarifying something. I got a custom plush commission by Freddy Gang Films. Yes, this guy. The channel will be linked in the description. And I won't spoil what it is, but it's a pretty dang cool custom. I really like it. Freddy Gang, if you watch this, thank you so much for the custom. I really appreciate it. And when I woke up this morning seeing that it was on its way, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I was like so excited. And now that I have an official day, I am like really excited because it's coming Thursday, guys. It's like 3 days away. I'm like really excited for it. So yeah, hopefully that can get here soon. And yeah. But I want to clarify something. I won't be making the, like, swamp characters unless you beg me to. Because I don't feel like making them. I'm going to be honest. So unless I see the support saying that you guys really want me to make them, I'm not going to make them. Until I see your support, I won't be making characters like Woodland Toy Freddy or Swamp BB. Or, Woodland Toy Freddy, Swamp BB. Boulder Toy Bonnie. I'm not gonna be making those guys. I'm also definitely not making the freaking Clockwork characters, like Clockwork Ballora, Dr. Rarenot Toy Freddy, Jetpack BB. I'm not making those guys, and I'm not making the old time characters like Serpent Mangle or whatever Springtrap. I don't know what it's called. Pop up the name. That's Springtrap. I'm not making those. Or Curse, yeah, Curse Springtrap. Never mind, don't pop up the name. Like, I'm not making those guys. I'm not making any of them. I might make the swamp characters if you beg me to, but no. Other than them begging, no, I'm not doing it. I need to see your support that you really want me to. So yeah, and hopefully I'll persevere. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can make any custom at this point. I mean, I made impossible characters that I thought I would never make. Like, look at this bozo. But then again, if you look at Arctic Ballora, I still haven't made her yet, which is coming soon, guys, I promise. But if you look at complicated characters that I thought I could never make, I made them. So I don't have any. I have faith that I can actually do it. I mean, I made Ruined Roxy. I made the Blob. I made that gigantic thing that was in the movie. What else? I made you. You were pretty hard. I made Ringmaster Foxy. I made all the flaming characters, especially Flaming Chica. I made Darkwater Endo. I made a specific amount of characters that I thought I could never make. So I have faith that I could do it, but I just need to see your guys' love and support. And a lot of design choices. Alright. Come on, Springtrap, let's get into the review. We're going to start off this video with Clown Springtrap, because why not? This Clown Springtrap plush was made with obviously white felt, red felt, pinkish, purple felt, a slightly darker of that, yellow, red, brown, and a color that kind of like red but a little pinkish, and just white, and some light blue. And this isn't red. On camera it's red, but I can assure you it's not red. If you did off camera, this color, it looks a little red on camera, but I can assure you, if you like in person, this plush, it shows like a pinkish purple, like a purplish red. It's like a pinkish red. That's probably why it looks like red on camera. But I can assure you it's not red because there's a red clown nose right there, and for it side by side, it's a little darker and faded. That's because it's a whole different color off camera. Anyways, based it off a few models. I saw he had like red stuff around his mouth, so I did that as like kind of like face paint, I guess, around the teeth. I gave him the little chip in his tooth. I don't care if it doesn't have that. I'm giving that to any Springtrap plush, no matter what. I gave it to Flaming Springtrap. I gave it to Toxic Springtrap. I gotta put in all my Springtrap plushies. And then I added this little hair, which actually I added the 2 ears and made them separate. And then I made this whole like headpiece and then cut it, and then made 3 individual pieces, and then just kind of cut little rectangles, just kind of like, I didn't cut any holes or anything, I just cut, and then they're like floppy pieces of hair. After it looked good, I glued them on, and then I kind of like smoothed my fingers through it a little so you can tell they're separate pieces. It's pretty cool. A lot of people would use like fake fur or something, but I just used felt. I added the red clown nose because, like I said, I'm not using a puffy nose. And I just think it looked better with the felt nose. Yeah. Alright, the body. I didn't have enough red felt after this, so I had to spare. I had to use what I had left over. You can tell because there's a hole right there. And there's a hole right here. I had to take little pieces together and glue them all together, then try to make a big sheet of felt. Of red ones, at the very least. This was just a little clown nose that I just cut from a little piece of felt. Same with here. That's why the bow tie is not smaller. Or actually is. Same with the foot and the body. The body was like the body itself is what took it. It took a lot of the red felt. I had to glue up pieces together to make the bottom so we can get this custom done. And I was very shockingly surprised to see I could fit a foot like this cray. Anyways, after making the body, I added the black thing around his body a little too early, so I kind of regret that, but don't, because it's a minor detail. No one really cares. To be honest, I think the plush would have been better without it, but alright. And then I made a black triangle and glued it on, and then I replicated the side with this like dark purple color, and then made it side by side, and then added this little like purplish dot, and then made a flower, put a yellow piece of felt in the middle, put 2 pieces of yellow felt right there on the corner of the triangle, and then I add the black thing was added. Then I made the bow tie, like the shape, which is just a rectangle with a straight line, and then you glue the middle of it, and then you wrap the middle around with the string. Before I actually got the pattern done, but I didn't glue this together. I got my brown felt and glued, it just got the shapes how I needed it. And for this custom, any FNAF plush custom that involved this plushie style and not a pattern, I usually just like take a random size of rectangles, and then like after I got one done and it looks good, I'm like, oh yeah, this is just the size for the rest of the limbs. But I feel like I did it specifically for this one. More specific. Like I was more specific and I was more wanting on how I wanted it to go. Like the arms are more longer than the legs. They're more thinner. I would try to make the legs more thicker. Like how I wanted them to be on Plushtrap, but little, yeah. And I think it turned out pretty good. With the mix at the very least. Yeah. This custom turned out pretty good. I really like it. After that, I glued white pieces of felt at the end for his hands. Then I did this pinkish purple for this foot, and I did it red for this foot because it looks like it's a different color for the other foot. So that's why I did that. Then I stuffed them up and glued them on. And yeah, that was Springtrap. Also, this one's a 2-layer ear that involved cardboard. This one isn't. It's just a 1-layer, but it works good. Yeah. Let's compare him. I want to keep him up like that. Let's compare him to some of my other Springtrap customs, shall we? Let me get some that I have in reach, such as Toxic Springtrap. This one turned out pretty good. Review on him, if I didn't already review him. So yeah, review coming soon. I didn't recently make him. I've been made him. But yeah. The comparison to those two, they look, you can tell they're Springtrap, but like it's It's just hard to imagine all of these as Springtrap. Like, that's a Springtrap, that's a Springtrap. This is a Springtrap. Like, what's next? This is a Springtrap. Let me get my other Springtrap. Guys, I think the nightmare's finally over. All of those Springtrap making is done. I think there's only like 3 Springtrap skins. Hopefully. There better not be any more, otherwise I will live in fear. Anyways. These were all... This is basically my last... Clown Springtrap was basically my last Springtrap custom. Because I'm not making any more concepts or anything. Unless it's like a YouTuber icon, then I would buy a spare Springtrap, but like... I don't know. Maybe if I remake my... I don't know. Maybe if I remake my Burn Shop custom sometime in the future, I could always use it. I don't know. Huh. It's kind of hard to imagine that these are my last Springtrap customs. Well, Springtrap was a very sucky character to make. I very much hated making them. But I loved making the customs. They were pretty nice. Alrighty. This will all be moved on to the next scene. Moving on to Music Man. Oh yeah, one more thing before we move on to Music Man. I forgot to compare this little buddy. So yeah, that's how they look together. Alright. Get out of here. Music Man. Probably one of my greatest, and probably like one of them. This is like my second Music Man custom technically, because I haven't made the little ones in the vents. And this is for my first time. I think this turned out pretty good. I made a tube, obviously a white tube with a white circle. Make sure they were gonna go good together. After that, I added black eyes, which I originally wasn't gonna add the pupils until I saw how weird it looked without them, and then I moved the pupils on. I didn't glue them on, but I put them on a little for a little while. I'm like, yep, that looks better, and I glued them on. After that, I made the nose out of pink felt, then did the little like rectangle smile. Then I made black felt for the inner kind of mouth. Then I just glued 2 pieces of white felt on and cut it around it so they can do that. Then I used Sharpie for the teeth. And I used this lighter pink. It's more lighter. It's like rock sand color, basically. After I made the hat, I glued it together. That's how I made the head. For the body, I made these like kind of like sun and moon like arms, and then glued them on top of each other, but like a little slightly, so that way I can stuff them up. Then I added the lighter pink around it. Then I used the darker pink for like these 2 lines. It's like white line, then pink line, then the other side of the original white line, and then this pink line. It just makes sense. And then I made his feet, which he has 6 feet, if I'm not wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6. I added a speaker which was using the lighter color, rock sand color. Then I used gray and glued it on. And then added the Sharpie detailing. Then I added the 2 black things on top of them. And then I made the little symbols and added this line around them. Added the arms. And yeah. I also used Sharpie for the legs because I did not feel like wasting my felt just for individual octo feet, which I would most likely run out of that felt and then they would look weird. So yeah. It'd be great if I even did the bottom. But yeah. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. And now we're gonna do size comparison. Comparison to a mediocre Melody plush. He is very tall. Like, not that tall, like roughly. I had problems saying this. Roughly around the same height. Pick patch. Oh. Music Man. Alright, let's go to a rock star. He's a little bigger. He's a lot bigger. Not too big. Because I'm pretty sure Music Man's supposed to be a big one, but not too big. And El Chip, his little companion in the Posh Pizzeria gang. He was smushed in my bin, so his hat's gonna look a little funky. Oh. He is around the height of him. He is not the height of El Chip if you take off the hat, I would say. But with the hat on and stuff, he's rough. He's the height. Alright, last up is Security Puppet, which Security Puppet still stands tall. She's leaning a little bit. That's alright. You little goofball. I'm a little goofball. And yeah, that was the review that concluded Little Music Man, or Music Man from Five Nights at Freddy's 6, and Clown Springtrap. I don't know if I'll be making the Music Man that we encounter in Ruin or just the normal one in Security Reach. It's really, I don't know. Really, but yeah. Hopefully I do make them. And if I do, yeah. If I don't, But, yeah. Glad to have another FNAF 6 character added to the FNAF 6 roster. Because I have been avoiding FNAF 6 for way too long. And now that I'm starting to make a lot of characters from them, I only have a few characters. Like, I have to make the rest of the rock stars. I can't buy the rest of the mediocre melodies. So we're going to forever have Pick Patch and Orville until I can get enough, until I get rich and buy freaking Happy Frog and Mr. Hippo. Which will never happen. So, yeah. Sadly, it will never happen. If it does, yay. If it doesn't, no. But, yeah. We're just gonna have, or we're gonna be missing Happy Frog in them forever, so we're technically not gonna count them as plushies. Or we will, but we won't count them as part of the collection. And we will also be I'm also gonna be making, who else was I gonna make? I gotta make the rest of the rock stars. I gotta make Scrap Baby. And who else? I also gotta get Lefty, Helpy, and then make Funtime Chica. So yeah, I gotta make Helpy, Lefty, or no, I gotta buy Helpy, Lefty. Then I gotta make Scrap Baby. Then I'm gonna make the rest of the rock stars. But buy Rockstar Freddy, because he's already made. I gotta make Rockstar Bonnie and Chica. And then I gotta find a Lolbit plush to customize to make it look like an official Lolbit. Or if I can just find a normal one for a normal price. And then I gotta, make Phantom Chica and Phantom Puppet. And then I gotta, make the Mimic. I think that's all. Alrighty, guys. Well, that was a heck of a video and a heck of a blabber. Sorry if I kept you guys waiting for a little bit. This is the outro, the official one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like if you like this video and want to see more content like this. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're always notified when I post a brand new video. I used to do like I used to make like review videos like 5 times in a row. So if you really want to see more like this, go subscribe to the channel. And if you go to my playlist, there's a custom plush review playlist that goes all the way back from my very first custom plush review. Go watch that if you want to see all of my custom reviews that I have of any customs. Obviously, it's not all my customs. I haven't made a review on all my customs, but I'll mainly make videos off of the new customs I make. Like the Wizards, I haven't reviewed them, but I'm planning on it. And I'll review any other characters you guys want me to. And yeah, I also have a plush review, which just reviews official plushies like the Jumbo Sun and Moon plushies, or the Curse of Dreadbear, or the Security Breach characters, stuff like that. So yeah, please go like and subscribe to my channel. Go watch those playlists and give every video on those playlists a big thumbs up. And comment what you guys want to see next. And until next time, guys, see you guys in the next video.